So Gavin, the ultimate reloader, decided to invite a few of us YouTubers over to his place for a fun shooting competition that he calls the Rock Chuck Olympics. Go over to Ultimate Reloader. There's going to be a link in the description so you can check out the full series. But today, I'm going to talk about my performance on the very first stage of the competition called the Hidden Rock Chucks. As the name implies, these rock chucks were hidden. We had never run the course. Pretty much, they start you on the clock, and you got 20 shots. You got 10 targets total, and you can hit each target up to 2 times. You can engage the target twice and move on, hit or miss, or you also had the option to pretty much engage until you get your 2 hits and then move on. So my strategy was to prioritize hits over anything else. I was going to go slow and make sure I got my hits, and I also decided to go kneeling on everything. So you can see I get my first hit. And then the second one I missed. So then I made sure I got a good hold on my third shot, and I missed again, and I realized my rifle was shooting to the left. So I compensated, and of course I got my fourth hit, or my second hit, but I wasted 2 shots right there. Now this target was really hard to find. We had flags on the ground that would point us in the general direction that the target was on, but it was still really hard to find. At every target I had to make sure that I held right because my rifle was shooting to the left. Now there's some targets on the left, as you can see here. So here I had to make sure I didn't hold the wrong way. Again, I was kneeling on every shot because I just wanted to make sure that I got them all. Now I'm kind of going kind of slow. Again, I didn't want to get my heart rate too high up. The other thing that I had, I was heavily congested, so I could not breathe through my nose. I was breathing through my mouth at everything, so that was another thing that I had to deal with. Some of these targets are really hard to find. Like this one, you can see I'm shooting through trees, uphill, and these targets are small. Some of them were pretty much like as small as a hand. Some of them were laying flat, some of them were standing up. So yeah, it was something to keep track of.
Oh.
So this target right here, it was pretty far. So because I had missed 2 shots at the beginning, I knew I could skip a target and it wouldn't hurt me. Now another thing about it is once you skip a target, you cannot go back. So I knew I could skip it and not have to worry about it. So here I missed 1 shot. Then I kind of got behind the gun again and got steady and got it. But again, because it was blind, I didn't know when I skipped that target. I didn't know if it was a good decision because the others could have been farther. I didn't know, but anyway, it was a decision that I had to make on the fly, and I made it. Now these targets weren't super far, about 100 to 150 yards away. So here I get to my very last target, and again, they all had been about 100 or so yards, and all of a sudden I cannot find it.
Are you?
I'm looking for it at about 100 yards away, and I just cannot find it. Now those flags on the ground, they kind of point in the direction that the target's at, so I know which way to look, but I still can't find it. Now obviously I know I'm on the clock, but I don't know how much time has passed. So there's also that stress that I could run out of time at any point. So what I decided to do is get behind the gun and aim low and then just start bringing it up slowly.
Holy.
That's when I saw how far the target was. It was pretty far. I don't know how far it was, but it was really far. I knew I had possibly some time left, so I went prone on this one and I just aimed right at it. And of course I missed. I went under it, so that tells me that target was pretty far.
I didn't realize it was gonna be that far.
And you can see I'm still surprised at how far the target was.
I skipped that other one. I feel good. It's challenging, so that makes me feel pretty good. And that was a long shot.
So Eric, this is a little different for you. How did that go?
It actually went it was fun. It went well. I could nitpick my performance, but I think overall it was good.
Nice.
What would you do differently next time?
Well, I would slow down even more. My first target, it just seemed really close, so I immediately went fast, and I actually missed twice on that one, and then I slowed down, and then I did really good the rest of the way. So, yeah, it's like, you know, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face.
Awesome. Thanks, Erik.
Could I have done better? Absolutely. Could I have done worse? Yeah, I think it's one of those stages that you could easily have tanked it if you didn't do it properly. Again, I wish I could have those first 2 shots back on the first target, those 2 misses. That would have went a long way, but I was still pretty happy with my performance. The highest score on that one was 17. I got 16. I was pretty happy. Go check out the full series at Ultimate Reloader YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description below, and then you can see the full thing. It's pretty awesome. Make sure you like this video, share with your friends, and become a subscriber if you're not. That's it. Keep them centered.